Okay. Hello, hello, my friends, my dear friends, my dearest of friends. That may very well be true. The people listening to this, I may consider my dear friends, and they don't even know it. You might not even know it, but I may consider you my dear friend. I'm coming to you. I recorded an episode. I'm being too formal. Am I being too formal? I'm always in my head, so don't mind me when I get in my head about this stuff. But I don't want to be too formal with you guys. I want to get loosey goosey. I want to let it rip. You know? I don't, because we're just chilling. We're just hanging out here, having a good time. It's not that serious. I'm just talking, and you're listening, and then hopefully you give a little interaction. You give me a little something, something. And we're just chilling. We're hanging out. We're having a good time. It's not too serious. So, I don't even know why I said that. I don't know why I went off on that tangent. I don't know why I was feeling self-conscious about the way I was talking. It was probably fine. But I'm trying to speed up a little bit cuz I have a tendency to be a little, unchecked. I can be a little monotoned, a little slow. I have had people tell me that I seem like I might have uh, an issue and like I might be mentally challenged. Um, which may I don't know. Depends on how you look at it, I guess. This is an evening episode of got the name, Marsh Madness. Huh? Huh? Anybody? Okay, so I'm doing this just because I want to lay the groundwork. I feel like in episode 2, I was I was really starting to at least get a general idea of kind of what I want it to feel like. Some current events, some ranting, some rambling, eventually some guests, whatever. Um, but I also want to make sure that when I drop this, I'm going to drop, could be 3, could be 4 at a time. I don't know. It's probably going to drop soon, but I want to have my bases covered on like the kind of stuff I want to talk about, which is current events, what's going on in my life, which I won't do the boring, like I won't make that boring. I'll make sure that that's fun because I know it's just like, God, we do not want to hear what's going on in your fucking life, dude. I will make that fun. I just have to find a way to make it fun. Um, Starting with my journey, my battle against male pattern baldness. Hopefully, I can at the end. Hopefully, at the end of this thing, I can call myself a male pattern baldness survivor. So anyway, one of the things that I've always been quite obsessed with, maybe the number one thing that I have gravitated towards has been existence. I think that's the best way to put it. The existence of everything, the existence of me, if I am a thing, and we can get into that down the road, but just existence in general. Existence of this universe, existence of us human beings, of animals, and of then when you get deeper into it of our own of my consciousness, whatever that is. If the I know what it is, but what is it? Is it even? It's indescribable, but it's just it's the awareness of being aware. Is that what consciousness is? Is just being aware that you are aware. What are you aware of? Who knows? I love it. I love it. I love it. And I have a very slight. I mean, I'm not science savvy, but I have a slight neuroscience background. Just as in, I've studied it just on my own, not in school or anything. I have taken a psychological biology class, which is just at Ohio State, it transferred into, I got credit for like introduction to neuroscience. So not to brag, but I learned way less from that than I did from just learning on my own. So take that for what you will. Not an indictment on the education system, but it absolutely is. So I'm fascinated with that stuff. And I think other people probably are too, to a certain extent. It's just fun to talk about that kind of stuff because we're here. You know, we're here and we're not going to be here forever. So we might as well have some chit chats about our existence and just, I'm curious to know what other people think about being here. You know, I want to know because everybody's got an original thought on this. Everybody's original thoughts are not as exciting as others. You know, some people you're talking to them and they're like, you know, something bland. I don't know. I don't know. And then you're just like, oh, yeah. That's crazy, man. But I want to get into the weeds. I want to get into the weeds on quantum physics and all sorts of crazy shit. I want to get into the weeds, whether that means me finding people to talk to that are smart, or me just doing research and then kind of just conveying my research. It'd probably be easier to just talk to people because I'm going to be busy learning Espanol at Ohio State. And I'll take up all my time so that I don't fail out and officially become a loser, idiot, failure. But I'm not even going to, like, I don't think I'm going to get into it in this episode. This isn't even an episode. This is just me just laying that groundwork of just be ready for stuff like this. This is going to be part of what's coming. Like science, technology, all that kind of stuff. I'm into that stuff. And if you're into that stuff, then you're in a good place because I'm going to bring you stuff of that nature. We're going to talk about it. Me and you and me. We're going to talk about it. And we're just going to explore. We're just going to explore our time here on Earth. Because if there's one thing that we can do right now that we certainly can't do when we're dead, it's we think. Thinking is being alive. We're thinking. And a lot of other stuff too, like breathing and talking, but let's think and talk and parse these things out. I want to hear what people think. I want to hear from the nihilists and from the atheists and from the religious people. I want to hear from everybody what they think about what is going on here. Because in the end, basically everybody's guess is as good as everybody else's. As much as we'd like to think that, oh, we've got science, we've got this figured out, I've got the Bible, I've got this figured out, I've got other things, I've got this figured out. We don't. We're just doing our best. Everybody's just doing their best. And just, whatever gets you through this life, Whatever gets you through this life, I'm here for it. For the most part. So let's do that. Okay? That's it. We'll have more to come. Maybe I'll get ready to release this shit, man. Maybe after this, we'll really kick it into gear. I'm having fun. All right, see you guys.